Picture this, a dimly lit room, the air thick with an eerie silence. The only thing breaking the stillness is the unsettling gaze of a doll, its eyes seemingly following your every move. Prepare yourself for a journey into the eerie world of the creepiest dolls in history. These dolls are not just toys, they are the stuff of nightmares. For centuries, dolls have been more than just playthings. They hold a peculiar place in human culture, often embodying the uncanny valley where the familiar meets the unsettling. From inexplicable movements to sinister whispers, these dolls have stories that are as haunting as they are fascinating. So, gather your courage and join us as we explore these chilling legends. Our journey begins with Robert the doll, perhaps one of the most infamous haunted dolls in history. Robert resides in Key West, Florida, and has been the source of countless spine-chilling tales. This doll, dressed in a sailor outfit, was given to a young boy named Robert Eugene Otto in the early 1900s. But this gift was far from ordinary. Legend has it that the doll, named Robert after its owner, was the work of a disgruntled servant skilled in voodoo magic. Soon after Robert received the doll, strange occurrences began. Eugene's parents would hear him having conversations with the doll, and unsettlingly, a different voice would respond. Objects in the house would move on their own, and Eugene's other toys would be found mutilated. Even after Eugene's death, the doll remained active. Visitors to the museum where Robert now resides report feeling uneasy, hearing giggles, and seeing the doll's expression change. Some even claim that taking a picture without asking Robert's permission results in misfortune. Next, we delve into the spine-chilling tale of Annabelle, a doll that has become synonymous with horror. Unlike the porcelain figure depicted in movies, the real Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann doll. Her story began in the 1970s when she was given to a nursing student named Donna by her mother. It wasn't long before Annabelle started to exhibit strange behavior. Donna and her roommate, Angie, would find Annabelle in different positions and rooms, despite neither of them moving her. Soon, the doll began leaving them handwritten notes with messages like, "Help me." Desperate for answers, Donna and Angie contacted a medium, who revealed that the doll was inhabited by the spirit of a deceased girl named Annabelle Higgins. However, the true horror began when paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren were called in. The Warrens determined that the entity inside Annabelle was not a benign spirit, but a demonic force seeking to possess a human soul. Visitors to the museum report feeling intense dread near Annabelle, and some claim to have suffered accidents after mocking the doll. Mandy the doll, with her cracked porcelain face and eerie smile, has been the subject of many unsettling tales. She currently resides in the Kennel Museum in British Columbia, Canada, but her origins are shrouded in mystery. Mandy was donated to the museum in 1991 by a woman who claimed the doll would cry at night, a sound that resembled a baby in distress. Once Mandy was placed in the museum, strange occurrences began almost immediately. Staff reported hearing footsteps and disembodied voices, and items would go missing, only to reappear later in different locations. The doll's unsettling presence seemed to affect electronic devices, causing cameras and lights to malfunction. Visitors to the museum have also felt Mandy's eerie influence. Some have reported feeling a cold touch or seeing her eyes follow them as they moved. Despite these chilling experiences, Mandy remains a popular attraction, drawing those curious about her haunted history. Chapter 4: Letta the Doll. Letta the doll, also known as Letta Me Out, has a history as mysterious as it is terrifying. Found by Kerry Walton under an abandoned house in Wagga Wagga, Australia, Letta's origins are uncertain. Walton believes the doll is over 200 years old and possibly of Eastern European descent. But it's not just the age and appearance of Letta that are unsettling, it's the experiences tied to him. From the moment Letta was brought into Walton's home, unusual events began to unfold. Family members reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, and pets would react aggressively towards the doll. Walton claims that Letta can move on his own, and that he's even found the doll in different positions and locations. People who have come into contact with Letta report feelings of unease and discomfort. Despite these eerie occurrences, Walton has chosen to keep Letta, believing the doll to have a protective nature. Chapter 5: Pupa the Doll. Pupa the doll is another chilling figure in the world of haunted dolls. Created in the 1920s, Pupa was owned by an Italian woman who claimed the doll was her best friend and confidant. Made of felt and with lifelike features, Pupa was said to have a mind of her own, and her owner believed she was alive. After the woman's death, Pupa was passed on to her family, who soon began to notice strange occurrences. The doll would be found in different positions and objects around her would be moved. Family members reported hearing whispers and seeing the doll's expression change. Some family members even claimed to see Pupa move on her own, adding to the belief that the doll was more than just an inanimate object. To this day, Pupa remains a source of fascination and fear, her eerie presence continuing to unsettle those who encounter her. Chapter 6. Okiku Doll. The Okiku doll is a Japanese doll with a haunting story that has captivated many. The doll was purchased in 1918 by a young boy named Eikichi Suzuki for his sister Okiku. Tragically, Okiku passed away at a young age, and the family placed the doll on an altar in her memory. Soon after, they noticed something strange. The doll's hair, which was originally shoulder length, began to grow. The family believed that Okiku's spirit had taken residence in the doll, causing her hair to grow. The priests at the temple have continued to trim the doll's hair, which reportedly keeps growing back. Visitors to the temple often report feeling a sense of unease, and some claim to have seen the doll's eyes move. The Okiku doll has become a symbol of the supernatural, her story blending the lines between legend and reality. Our next stop is not a single doll but an entire island filled with them. Located in the Xochimilco canals near Mexico City, the Island of the Dolls is one of the most chilling places on Earth. The island's story begins with Don Julian Santana, who lived there alone. Legend has it that he discovered the body of a drowned girl in the canal, and shortly after, found a doll floating nearby. Believing the doll belonged to the girl, he hung it on a tree as a sign of respect. However, Don Julian soon became convinced that the girl's spirit was haunting the island. To appease her, he began to collect and hang more dolls, many of them in various states of decay. The island is now covered with hundreds of dolls, their lifeless eyes and dismembered bodies creating an unsettling atmosphere. Don Julian himself was found dead in 2001, in the same spot where he claimed to have found the girl. Chapter 8. Joliet the Doll. Joliet the doll carries with her a tragic and eerie legacy. Passed down through 4 generations of women in the same family, Joliet is believed to be cursed. The curse supposedly began when the doll was given to a pregnant woman by a jealous friend. Shortly after, the woman's newborn son died under mysterious circumstances. Since then, each firstborn son in the family has died before their 3rd birthday. At night, they claim to hear the cries and laughter of babies coming from the doll. Despite the doll's tragic history, the family has kept Joliet, perhaps out of a sense of duty or fear of what might happen if they were to get rid of her. Chapter 9. The Voodoo Zombie Doll. The Voodoo Zombie Doll is a figure steeped in dark lore and mystery. Originating from New Orleans, a city known for its rich history of voodoo practices, this doll is said to be cursed. According to legend, the doll was created by a powerful voodoo priestess who imbued it with dark magic. Those who have encountered the Voodoo Zombie Doll report a range of unsettling experiences. Some claim to have fallen ill shortly after coming into contact with the doll, while others have experienced a series of unfortunate events. The doll's appearance alone is enough to send shivers down one's spine, with its stitched mouth and hollow eyes. Stories circulate about people who have mocked the doll, only to suffer severe consequences. Whether these tales are true or simply urban legends, the Voodoo Zombie Doll remains a figure of fear and fascination. Chapter 10. The Devil Baby Doll. Lastly, we come to the Devil Baby Doll, a figure that has terrified many with its malevolent appearance and sinister reputation. The legend of the Devil Baby Doll originates from New Orleans, where it is said to have been created by a woman seeking revenge on her unfaithful husband. The doll, with its devilish features and glowing red eyes, is believed to be cursed. Those who have encountered the Devil Baby Doll report a range of disturbing experiences. Some claim to have seen the doll move on its own, while others have heard it whispering in the dead of night. The doll is said to have a malevolent presence, causing fear and unease in those who come near it. The story of the Devil Baby Doll has been passed down through generations, each retelling adding to its chilling legend. Thank you for joining us on this spine-chilling journey through the creepiest dolls in history. Each doll carries with it a story of mystery, fear, and the supernatural, reminding us of the thin line between the living and the inanimate. These tales have captivated and terrified us, leaving a lasting impression on our minds. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like and share. Leave us a comment below about which doll creeped you out the most. Stay curious, keep exploring, and always remember to look beyond the ordinary. There are countless stories waiting to be discovered.